Yo, Envy. Let's go. It's the Marshmellow Warlord in the house. We need... What the... Whoa! Yeah! Who the... Who the hell? Who the hell, gentlemen? You naughty little rascals, you. Which one of you is the naughty little rascal? Bro, let's go, Law. Let's go, lads. You bloody naughty little rascals. You naughty little rascals. Which one of you naughty fellas did that? Because we know the rules. Whoever does it, good luck, big dog. Daily in the house. Whoever does it gets to choose how we spend it. Isn't that the rule? Pretty sure that's the bloody rule, gentlemen. Bro, those overcharge. What the hell is going on? This is just a young milestone run. I did a milestone run before. And we unlocked that battle condition lab. Bro, I didn't realize how expensive they was. I was like, oh yeah, they're all about like 700 trill or a Q or something like that. And not even. Only one of them is that. The rest are like 100 Q, like unreachable amount. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But, you bloody naughty rascals use. Let's have a look. What do we got? Oh shit. 800. 800. What can we get for 800? What can we get for 800, guys? Right, feel free. Whoever our friend was, feel free to hit me on Discord. If it was you, you don't want to say who you are, hit me on Discord and we shall... You can let me know how you want me to spend it. I need to pull up my Discord. Alright, we're pretty quiet. This is going to end soon anyway. Look at this, bro. Getting smoked. Absolutely smoked. But we did alright in tier 18. But what I didn't realize is that we could get the rhino... Wow. Was that you, Daily? Better not have been you. It better not have been you. Because if it was you, you should have bought yourself something. No, this is tier 19. I just did it for background noise. I mean, hopefully there's a ward at 350. And then we might get a little bit of something. But we're just about to do the first run. I'm all set up. I am not too sure on the battle conditions. I think I might add a quick scan. But babe, what about somebody bought us a pack? Oh. Yeah! We know the rules, boys. The last time we got a pack, I'll show you my nipples. Unshaven too. Well, you guys wait till I get that webcam. You wait till I get that webcam, gentlemen. Tits for days. But honestly, Daily, if that was you, I'm gonna punch you in the dick tomorrow. Because you should have bought yourself something. Rappaport, Clouded, hope your tourney's going good. Just about to start. We're just about to start, and we are just about to start. And we've started with a good start. We got a gift. I'm wondering if I should... Hold up, we'll just quickly pause it just in case. Boom! Someone bought us this stone pack. Daily can neither confirm nor deny. Got a feeling it was you, Daily. I'm gonna punch your minge tomorrow. I'm gonna beat you up tomorrow. If it was you though, big guy, thank you, honestly. And I'm sorry for causing you so much work when my offal, when my water cooler was down and you got swamped with it. I'll never do that to you again. It's probably gonna break next week. Oh, you're the man, bro. You're the man. Well, what you need to do is you need to hurry up and tell me what to spend it on. It can even be trolly if you like. Claim. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we're dealing with. Enemy speed. I think this one's an annoying one because I'm pretty sure this affects... what's the triangles? What's the triangles, guys? Raise. Ah, boss ultimate. Of course it's boss ultimate. Let's see what for a mastery. Is there any mastery out the box which is good? I would love Berserker. We can afford Berserker. Is that playing up? Or is that 800 stones into chance? Oh, is that another level of Chronofield? Right, I don't know. I'm thrown off now. I'm thrown off. Another level of CF. Takes it to level 4. How many clicks and chance do we get? Oh, we'll take this off. Unequip. Let's see what it's like raw dog. 17%. I'm sure it goes up to 28. Is it worth? Is it worth, fam? Spend it on whatever you want, but in stream. Would be mean to see, if not a mastery, if it boosts your tourney. I'm definitely considering the Berserker mastery, eh? It's super RNG. There's no consistency to it. I don't know if it's going to ruin my farms. What I am thinking with farms, when I've considered Berserker mastery, is that if I get a Death Defy with the fleet, hopefully the damage buff nukes it. Berserker is awesome, just RNG dependent. Rappaport says I'll go Berserker. Do we go Berserker? Do we... Bro, I can't believe you did this, bro. You could have bought... You could have bought so many things with it. It would have been so much better value on your account than mine. Honestly, but honestly, I do appreciate you. Do appreciate you. I might throw you a couple... I'll throw you a couple labourers tomorrow, eh? Bit of slave labour your way. We'll leave the wages on my books. Shit, do we do it? Hey, put it back. Do we do it, fam? There is nothing else that would give. When you run multiple tourneys, you have a chance to do better. Bro, he's pulling my leg. We do it, eh? We do it. We do it. Let's... Yes! Feel the power! Viking funeral. Let's go, boys. Bro, so much excite. Holy hell. Let's do this. Bro, let's go. Look at that. Wow, cuz. Holy mo... Even at 30 seconds. Like, it's what? 300 seconds at max? And it's only going to get better in time. I reckon this is going to work wonders in my overnight run. Like, look how long we're getting tier 14 now. Where is it? Where'd I go? Tier 14. Almost 7,000 waves. Bro, if we Death Defy, bro. Do you know what? This is actually going to hype up the stream, bro. Like, anytime we Death Defy, we're just going to lose our minds. Let's do this, boys. Let's do this. We're ready to go. Yep, we're ready to go. Oh, Plasma... Bro, Plasma Cannon Resistance plus Boss Ultimate. Bro, take that, eh? That's what you get. Let's do it. Now we just pray for the death defies. Bro, what about the people that have the substat efficiency for the armor? They must be absolutely loving the extra death defy. Like, I heard there's like a whole meta where people like full on death defy farm with berserker mastery. That's like, bro, that's so crazy to think about. That's absolutely crazy to think about. Congratulations. Thank you to the mate who donated. Nicely done. Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. Let's go, boss. Get this out of the way. What the hell's that? So something's... What's the condition? The faster enemy speed. I don't know if we're going to get chipped. So I feel like Rays doing their little thing that they do faster is going to be annoying. It's also amazing for pushing tier 20 and tier 21 hard tiers to progress on. Boom, Death Defy. Get off me, 800 trill, boys. Oh. Did you see that? It's only for 30 seconds, but bro, I tell you what, all we need is 30 seconds, gentlemen. You guys know what I mean. Now we're just gonna be full on fizzing for the Death Defies, eh? Boom, Death Defy. What is going on? Why have I lost so much power? I feel like I'm super weak at the moment. What am I? What do I not have on? Oh, no demon mode? Is that right? Yeah, because I haven't got demon mode. But 170 waves. I've never lost this many shields and everything in my life at this soon. Have I got something turned off? We'll turn that on. Something's going crazy. This is the earliest in my life. Is it because of plasma cannon and everything? Let's look at our cards. Wait, we'll look at our... Oh, I don't have dim core on. What are you doing, boys? Too excited. I was like, why don't I have no damage? Why am I not killing anything? Let's just... We'll just call that a warm-up. It's not going to get anywhere anyway. Bro, too excited. Too much excite. Oh, what we are going to do, actually, while I got yous, is... I should be trying to push for an ancestral chance, but we're just going to do a fast re-roll, and I'm going to try and get just a quick spotlight bonus. What was that at Mythic? Legendary. We're just going to get a young, quick spotlight bonus, and just in case we get like some ancestral or something. Oh no. We're going to take a landmine quant and nothing else, because I will eventually re-roll it for the chain lightning chance, but just in case we get like an ancestral and a landmine quant, we'll take that. I think that's about right. All right, we'll just do a quick young re-roll, just in case we're lucky. This is the real slot machine. Oh, we're not lucky. Oh, we're not going to get nothing. Oh. I mean, the other one's only an epic roll, eh? Surely we're going to get an epic. Come on. Oh no. 8 more rolls. Oh no. No. What do you reckon, fam? Keep the 2 landmines? 2 landmines. Takes it to 8. I think I'm going to keep the landmines. Plus 3.5. The 3.5 is only additive, eh? It's not multiplicative. Surely it's not multiplicative. So it must only be additive. We're going to go with their landmines. And we'll just see, just in case. Golden Tower bonus. Oh, well, we'll roll with that. Previous. We'll roll with that. Let's go, gentlemen. We've got the dim core back on. Tough love on the rerolls. I know. Yeah, 100%. Okay, let's actually see if we can do this properly. Too much excite. Bro, and we instantly hit 2 death defies. The Viking funeral. It's actually so funny that comes up. I was walking around the house last night, and every now and then, you know, you're like, I don't know what it is, fam. You either have too much sugar, too much caffeine, or something happens during your day, and all of a sudden it's super late at night, but you can't help but be playing silly buggers. So I started playing like these, I don't know what they are, kind of like Viking song chant. You know the programs, Vikings, Ragnar Lothbrok. What's the other one? The Last Kingdom, all these other series that are on. But I was like one of those ones, and you know, the girls singing. You guys know it all. If you don't know, just search it up on YouTube. But I was going around the house, and you guys all know that we got the little puppy at home. You guys hear him every now and again when I'm doing a stream or it's in the background of a video. And yeah, bro, it's playing off. I found this big copper. Well, I call it a shield, but it's not a shield, really. It's like a copper plate that somebody's kind of like hand engraved with like a hammer and a something or other. And then I found like a hammer, and I'm walking around pretending to be a Viking. And bro, it's like 11 o'clock at night, and the puppy is losing it. He was not having an absolute bar of it. He was super nervous of me. Even when I put it down and it's time to go to bed, I actually legit thought he was going to attack me. And speaking of the puppy, so this weekend just gone, a few days ago, we go to a new dog park. Some of my mates at work told me about a new dog park that they have in one of the sides of town. Well, it might not be new, but it's new to us, sort of buzz. So we go over and check out this dog park, and we let our pup off the leash, and he's super friendly and still learning the etiquette of how to behave around other dogs. But for the most part, like, you know, if you're super dog people, you understand that there's a certain level that you can teach a dog or a puppy when it comes to etiquette around how to behave around other dogs, and the rest of it they somewhat have to learn themselves by getting corrected. So taking them to the right dogs that are going to correct them for the right reasons is a super important thing. But places generally, like a fenced off dog park, generally speaking, you're going to have the people that take their dogs there, you know, they're not the hood rats. You're not over in the hood where people are still shooting each other and, you know, walking pit bulls down in the park that'll be happy to see your dog get chewed up. You're like with more civilized kind of people in that. So we take him to this little clearing. We've passed 1 or 2 dogs, and we go to let him off. So the first dog, I kid you not, the first dog that comes around the corner, we learnt this after the interaction, but it's his first time off the leash. So he's still learning his etiquette too. He's a big puppy. He looked like he's like 1.5 years old, something like that. Big ass dog. And yeah, he was still generally dogs that have met a lot of dogs. They know certain things to do and not to do. Our puppy absolutely clueless, but this lady's dog looked much the same. That was fine. They do their interaction. I had to separate them at one point because it looked like the bigger dog was getting a bit frustrated. Like, you know, they're running around playing chase, and then all of a sudden he can't get near my puppy, so now he wants to Looks like he wants to get serious and that. So it's like, alright, that's enough. That's enough. You had a good little interaction. So we're sitting up there on the hill and we're chilling out. And another dog walks around the corner. So I look at this dog and I'm not like thinking all that much. The owners are right by. He's off leash. That sort of thing. He takes a look at our puppy and he pauses. And it's sometimes they pause out of curiosity. But this dog looked like, I don't know, a little bit more than curiosity. So now my eyes instantly locked onto the dog. Generally, you can kind of judge a dog by the way the owner reacts. And then, so I'm looking at the owners and I look back over at this dog. And you know how you see those videos of like Floyd Mayweather training and all that kind of carry on? This dog looks like it's got one of those things when you see boxers or MMA fighters and they have that little strap that's around the sternum and it goes around the back of the ribs and it measures the heartbeat for, you know, their statistics and that. This dog's got one of those on. And I was like, bro, that's crazy. Look at these guys measuring the beats per minute of their dog and whatever. And then this dog looks super interested. And now I look at the owners and they look a little bit off. Like you can tell when an owner's quite relaxed. And they're calling their dog and their dog is just flat out ignoring them. He's not running towards us, but he's super locked onto the puppies. So now I'm like, alright, something's up with this dog. I look at the dog and then I realize pretty quick that it's not some sort of like tracker or GPS, like in case the dog runs away. Look at that, Death Defy. Get off me. So I'm like looking at it like, oh, I don't really know about this guy. What the hell's this? And then I realize that he has shock collars, not around his neck like it's a collar, but he's got shock collars on him, like around his body. And I'm like, what is this demon are you taking to the park that you have to put shock collars around his body, fam? Death Defy. Bro, what are we doing? Look at that. So this dog comes, they take this dog down to the park. If you're familiar with the OG movie, Batman and Robin, like Batman and Robin, they're taking Bane down to the park. They're taking Bane to the park, fam. Who the hell is taking Bane for a walk? Another Death Defy. What is going on? 3 Death Defies. The Viking. The Marshmellow Viking. Here he is, fam. Are we going to hit the 600? These are extremely hard battle conditions for my tower. We got Boss Ultimate, and we've got the Plasma Cannon down. Death Defy, Death Defy. Oh, bro, it swallowed all my shields. Here we go, on the wings, on the wings. Do we get a DD? Do we get a DD? There's the wings. Alright, if we're lucky, we can squeeze out another 10-banger. Was that too cheeky? Was that too cheeky? No. Boom. Let's start. Full send. Back to 5 speed. Look at that. Not even putting a dent in it, eh? We're on the demon. Let's see how much damage we're sitting at. 272. Where did we pick all that up from? 76S. 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 The Death Defy Warlord. Ever tried extra orbs? Closer. Closer. What range are we at? 73. Which one is it? I think it's the pink one? It's the pink one, eh? So that's at 73. So a little bit closer? Alright. We'll try that, eh? We'll try that. Jens, what's good? What's good, my bro? Congratulations on Ultimate Weapon Plus. Welcome to the mid-game. The game finally begins. The funnest time you're ever going to have, man. Ultimate Weapon Plus. Click on your damage info. Oh. Click on my damage info. This one? Or this one? Oh, on the boss. Sorry. Orbs 21. Oh, well, that was a Thorns one. Alright, it's all down. It's all down. This is it, fam. Don't get scared now. On the Death Defy. Do we risk the nuke? Do we risk the nuke? Do we risk... Ah! Scared. I got scared. I got scared. I'm allowed. Don't judge me. Oh, bro, are we straight in a PB? Is this a PB? Do we smash our PB? Bro, what is hitting my wall? Alright, we need a Death Defy. We need a Death Defy. Death Defy in chat. Death Defy in chat. Death Defy in chat, fam! On the Death Defy. On the Death Defy. No, that was good, fam. That's a PB. That is a PB. That's absolutely a PB. Look at that. By one wave. I can't even remember what we got, but that's a PB. Let's go, boys. Let's go. No, the damage on the top left. Okay, let's try. What did we say? So that more at the space displacery level, and then we should get more bulbs. Is that what we say? Do I need to adjust my normal range? Why is it so slow? Speed it up. Oh, we need to go a higher tier. Oh, we should actually be able to see by the how many in a landmine spawn. Okay, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. That's close enough, isn't it? Like if a boss kind of gets a little bit locked for a little bit, might be able to trim a little bit more. Tells you the berserk info in the run. Oh, you mean like that? Sorry. You got a bracket that would kick me straight into plat. Let's have a look at our bracket. You guys know the drill. If you know someone, shout them out. Boogie night. You always get nervous by how many one bangers are down here, eh? Oof. Oh. Oh. So 3 takes us to 15th. This guy's chopping at our heels. Let's go again, fam. Run it back. So we'll go with a pulsar. And hopefully we can, something. Hopefully we can something. It absolutely is. He's straight from PoE. Straight from PoE. What's this? Can we squeeze out another young one? Oh, so close. Oh, we don't even have enough money anyway. Okay, let's go again. With the pulsar. It's an Aussie YouTuber. Damn. So we're right on the limit. So we need what we need to do is we need to create some distance between at least us and this guy, because we don't know how many of these other guys are moving. We've still got time, fam. We've got time before it's bedtime. Why so slow? Speed it up. Okay. And we just need to get... We need to get, whatchamacallit? We need Pulsar Harvester to put in work. Put in work like it's never put in work before. I always do good with RB. I mean, I'm super debating doing like a big as range. Just no plasma cannon. And no... And boss ultimate is super crazy combination. Like, how are they gonna do us like that, eh? Is this the part where we search tower.lol? The tower.lol. And see, like, how bad our RNG of the bracket was? Or how good? Oh, that's right. It's also the first. So a whole bunch of people's shop would have refreshed. I just want these guys to stay there. Just stay there, fam. You're right there. You don't have to run again. Like, how close is this guy? What's his tier 20? 108. What's mine? Tier 20? 30. So he's a bit of a beast. He's a bit of a hungry hippo. What's your attack speed out of curiosity? 58. It's too expensive to get another 5 clicks for me. I think it's about 62Q, so about a week's worth of farming. I think with RB it takes it up to like 80, I want to say. Like, that's a lot of attack speed. Let's look how many reductions we're putting in. Oh, these ones here are probably dying a bit fast. Ten levels. You know, sooner rather than later, if we keep up these waves, so at 600 waves, in the 600 range, I need another second of ultimate weapon. What do we call it? Ultimate weapon. CF duration. And that will cover me all the way up to 700. If we get close to the point of breaching the 700s, I will need 2 clicks. And I mean, I know, fam, like, we should just suck it up and finish the CF duration. But I honestly don't need it. Like, I'll do it if I need it. But if I could delay it, meaning that, like, I could pick up another mastery. The only mastery that's super on my radar now, it was Berserker Mastery. The only other one that's super on my radar now is Enemy Balance. Just because I'll get rerolls, coins, and what's the other one? Cells. Let's see what I'm doing to the bosses. How many levels? No levels. Uncle Fuds. Uncle Fuds. How you gonna do me like that? Oh, there you go. 8 levels. Now we're talking. You want it to be doing like... You want it to be doing a lot of levels. You also want a lot of bounce shot. I think if you get that to 70, you'll see a huge difference in the gameplay. Yeah, another 5 clicks. I don't even know how much you get for a click, to be honest. It's also a multiplier. So I'd have to figure out what it is at base, and then I'll be able to figure out what's the base number with the attack speed card. Then got the module. Oh, there's a way I should be able to calculate it out. This is why you're supposed to run the effective sheets, eh? Not be like me and just take a stab at it in the dark. But honestly, I don't mind it. Alright, we're zerked up. We're zerked up. Now we need some RNG to get Vikinged up. To get Ragnar'd up. Bro, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. What a stream. What a stream, fam. What a stream. Spoilt little brat, eh? Absolutely spoilt brat. Let me know if the music is too high. Did I turn it down? Oh, lucky. I was thinking, damn, have I just been blasting everybody's eardrums? Alright. Viking in chat, fam. Viking in chat. Let's see how much, Whoa, they're so chunky. What is going on? Stun lock, stun lock, stun lock. Come on, stun lock. Viking, Viking. Oh, straight to wings. You prick. How you gonna do me like that, uncle? So we got 600 waves in the skip, eh? Oh no, I left it too late. Stun lock. We've got nothing left. We have to do it. Alright, we'll just pop it there. That's safe enough. Take it there. Full send. Let's see how we've been doing on the bosses. 30 levels. Bro, it's just doing nothing, eh? So we should just really, with the Viking, we should just be spamming and praying for RNG, eh? I think that's it. Just praying for RNG. And we really need that RNG in the intro sprint. Because what are we at? 1 death defy? And in that last run? 3. Is it 3? Where's the run? It's this one, eh? Yeah, 662 on the PB, fam. The Marshmellow PB. I'm gonna do something cheeky, and I'm gonna try a really large range. Oh look, we must have taken a big chunk out of him. We must have heaps of levels. What are we at? Oh, only 9. Not bad for only 9. Oh, perfect time for invincibility. So we got 29 levels. So 10% reduction. Let's see what we're getting here. 3 levels, 18 levels. Now we're talking. That's what we're after. 27 levels. And that's only at a 1% chance. Viking. Boom, the Viking. We really needed an intro sprint, eh? There's no way we're going to catch our other waves. Unless we just got so many death defies. Because Amp Strike's not going to hold us down. And I've tried other things like death penalty in that, but the chance of getting I feel like death penalty is super good as like when it's paired with another module, so you're running an assist, or it's super good when you've got like fast ultimate and you're trying to trim down how many mobs are on the screen. I feel like that's when death defy what's it called, death penalty is good. Alright, on the Viking. On the Viking. Boom. Yeah, we just need that RNG. We need that RNG. We need to get away from this guy. This guy's so far ahead. Got 900 waves. Okie dokie, fam. Let's do it, eh? Let's have a try at a large range. We just got like that? Is that ridiculous? Is that too large? Never too large. What are you talking about? Alright, we'll go back to RB. I just like it, guys. Alright, let's hit him up again. Alright, that's a bit bigger. Was that not even big enough? I hate the thing I hate about range this big is where the black hole sits. It like sucks the range so close to that line where they can chip you. Right, and we just pray for the RNG. RNG for the Marshmellow. Bro, so what does that take our stats to? 50,000 stones. Wow, cuz. Wow. I remember I did a video and I hit like 20,000 stones or 25,000 stones. I'm sure it was around the 20,000 stone mark. And I was like, I can't wait to see my tower at 30, 40, 50, 60,000 stones. It's like, here's where we are with 50,000 stones. It's absolutely wild. When did we start? August. A year and a half? Is that a year and a half? July, August. Almost a year and a half. Crazy. Good luck, Clouded. You too, Wong. If you haven't done your tourney yet, when you do your tourney, give him hell. I pray you get a Marshmellow bracket. We need those death defies. Bro, that first run was clutch. Was that the first run? And we didn't have... We were getting all the death defies. But I didn't even have my dim core on. Bro, that would have been like off to the start, eh? Would have been off to the races, fam. Oh, we get to see the attack speed. 88. So 88 with RB. I think I do have recovery package on. I do have it. But even if you don't have it, the uptime on it's so good that it's not really like a big deal. I think what we want is we basically, with the higher attack speed, we just want as many ultimate crits as possible. Just to try to really push the damage out. So we should be at about 4%. 3% plus 1%. So we're getting 30% more ultimate weapon crits. That's right, eh? If it's 3% and we've labbed an extra 1%. I saw a video of Bonzo and he was talking... I think he got the ultimate crit mastery and he broke it down to how many hits. Like, you're basically going to double your ultimate weapon crits that you're putting out there. And it's so strong. Like, what's the crit factor? 256. What's the highest crit factor you guys have seen on somebody? I'm sure I just seen someone the other day at 750. Actually, next time I watch, like, I know Greeny and Crowbar just put an update on. I might go have a look and see what their crit factor's sitting at, because I bet it is Captain Insano. Alright, RB's putting in work. Let's just skip our way to infinity. Get a death defy. Bro, imagine it when we get it at 60 seconds. Oh, what is it? 300 seconds. Imagine. Imagine, fam. We just need to get distance on the other guy. It reminds me of that Chell and who's it? That silver guy when you know that viral video. I can't let you get close. Yes, the Death Defy. Look at that. Just nuke 2 bosses. I can't let you get close. Is there a way we can see how long the Berserk is active? The Viking? Is there some visual aid or is there something on the workshop? Oh, somebody said touch this. Oh no. Does that show it? Does they have a timer or something? So we need to do a Death Defy and touch that and see if a timer comes up or something. Alright, 450 on the skip. Spotlight is putting in work. How good is Spotlight? Ohm chip. The Once Upon a Time, the meme module. And it's now the biggest band-aid for tourneys. With how much health the bosses have these days. Crazy. Death Defy. Yes, come on, get off me. The problem that I have is like when the... Yes, see that? Like, bro, how tough are these guys that are above us that they're chewing this up? That this is a warm-up and they crack like 2,000 waves. Like, let that sink in. Oh, what was I saying before? Yeah, the problem I have with like the energy net mastery is like I'm killing them so slow. Yes, boys, another one. 3. So we're at 3 now. I'm killing the bosses so slow that I can't capitalize on the buff that energy net mastery provides. What did I get chipped from? It's got to be the range, eh? There's something slipping through. It's range or fast. Death Defy, Death Defy, Death Defy. Yes, stun, 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 stun. Death Defy. The Viking Warlord. See, look, this boss on the side, it's going to get energy net. And, like, I'm still trying to solve the first one. That's a problem. Here we go, fam. Here we go. This is it. Not the wings. Bastardo. Was I supposed to slow it down? Was I getting too much excite? Hey, 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 hey. Woo, woo, woo. Woo. Oh, I gotta do it. Damn. Alright, 633. Oh, look at these hungry hippos. Look at this guy. 1,000. What a gap. See this guy, eh? I can't let you get close. That one, eh? I can't let you get close. XL Daily, that mastery looks dope. Oh, we didn't even get to see what our damage was. Too busy, like, fizzing out. Or did we? I'll look next time. We need to get a Death Defy. We may get a... oh, did you see that, Ray? It pretty much just came in and shot us. Look at it. Come prick. So... we might get an energy shield back. So we'll basically have an energy shield as the luck for the Death Defy. We've got one shot at this. We'll get this boss. Yep. I'm almost positive we're going to get... I'm almost positive we're going to get the energy shield back. So we've got one chance. And what's Death Defy percent? 35%. So what's that? A 25% chance. 25% chance. Energy shield plus the 30%. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. This is it, boys. Oh, the invincibility. What a clutch. What a clutch. Oh, down. Alright, this is it, boys. This is it. This is it. The Ray stole my shield. Bro. What are we going to do, fam? What are we going to do? Is there something else? Chill. Yeah, I can't let you get close. Yes. Bro, that's what he's... that's what I'm like with this guy. I can't let you get close. Get off me. What is that? I'm at 174 relics, top wave 30. He's at... Nah, he's got to be running again. He's got to... I refuse to believe that he's done. I feel like RB's the way. Tell me I'm wrong, fam. Tell me I'm not tripping out. So, the only other thing we can try is a retarded range. The only thing is the shockwave, eh? Do we just try the most craziest range? Or do we try... I have tried smaller ranges, like just the 69.5. And then it's pulled off. The one delay, that's it. I want to know. Alright. Crazy range. Let's do this. 30 gems. Ouch. Alright, this is getting crazy now. We're now at Maximus. Maximum Viking. Oh, Wong, if you didn't see. Look at what the fan bought us. Boom. It's only 30 seconds. But it's still... But I reckon, honestly... Like, you get super happy when you get a Death Defy. I reckon it's going to make the tourneys and the streams, like, so much more fun. Because we're going to rely on that, getting that Death Defy so much. It could be, like, make or break RNG run. Like, we've done tourneys in the past where we've gotten, like, 8 Death Defies, 11 Death Defies. Like, imagine that with a 300 second whatchamacallit. Can't believe we got that. Spoiled little brat. Spoiled little brat. Yep. Jumped on stream as soon as I logged on. Boom. We got hit with the stone pack. Shot fam. Shot family. Now, do you know why? It's because... So, XL Daily bought us the gift. But do you know why? So, in New Zealand... It is a public holiday on Friday. Now, the public holiday on Friday is when XL Daily's cousins from hundreds of years ago signed a treaty. Well, a large portion of the tribes signed a treaty with the Crown of England. So to celebrate XL Daily's cousins from 150 years ago, he's had a little splurge. Tax last stream was like that. Is that what the Death Defies? Like on the Viking RNG? Bro, I reckon it's gonna hype us up, eh? I reckon it's gonna like full fizz me out. Like, there's nothing more satisfying than being, like, close to death and then you Death Defy. What's the... Bro, the only thing I can put it to in life is... So... There was a guy many moons ago, about 20 moons ago. This may or may not have been me. But I had no license. And I caught up with some friends out of town. And then we had to shoot off. And we'd been drinking. Like, I'd definitely been drinking all day. Oh, sorry. This guy that I'm talking about had definitely been drinking all day. And then went to the clubs. Went out for a breather. And then thought, oh, we need to make sure that there's some alcohol at the end of the night once we finish up in the club. So we thought, oh, we'll go pick up the alcohol, put it in the car, go back to the club, carry on, and then we know we're loaded. Well, the friend was super drunk and like super like, you know, no good for driving. It's like, oh nah, I'm the bestest driver you've ever met in your life. So I go, all right, I'll drive us. Oh, the guy says he'll drive us. Go get the alcohol. That's all sweet. Go jump in the car. And the car he's got is like a RA Subaru, I want to say 97. I'm sure it's a 97 model. It's a pretty tricked out car. I was so stoked for him that he got it. And then went to go for another drive. And then he thought, oh, alright, we'll see what this thing can do. So give it a bit of sax. You know, give it a good nudge, see what it's capable of. Don't realise that there's a police car up the road. So instantly in a chase. So knew the streets like the back of their hand. Like, you know, grew up, rolled around in all these streets for a long time. And knew that there's a certain rule. It's kind of like an unwritten rule that once you clock a certain amount of speed, it has to get called in to, I don't know, must be head office, the home base, and then they have to decide how they're going to pursue you from then onwards. And this is, we called it like the boy racer era. Is basically Fast and the Furious influenced every country around the world, but in New Zealand we have the Japanese imports, a lot different than American. So in America at the time they were locked out of heaps of cars. There's only certain things that they could easily get. Well, we had our hands on all of it. It's standard in New Zealand. All of those cars, all the superhero cars, Godzilla's, everything. It's all here. It's nothing. People blow them up for breakfast. So it's big ass police chase, and then there's this intersection, and it's the road that going down is about to hit the stop sign. So the other side of the intersection is thorough traffic. And then hitting it about like 160k, and then looking at this intersection, dead stop sign, and then looking like this is it, and the whole carload goes quiet, and then as you're about 3 streets away, just looking at the intersection, and woof, woof, you can see cars, woof, 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 going across. Everybody goes quiet, hit the intersection, dead silence, boom. Made it, the Death-Defy of Doom. The Death-Defy of Doom. Oh, and then look, the Death-Defy. That's exactly what I was like. This is exactly the feeling. Doing a do or die through an intersection when shit's hitting the fan is exactly how a Death-Defy feels like. I can't think of anything else. XL Daily says, that's the ones inbound for Matariki. Oh no, we lost wings. Oh, look, that might just be our best RNG. I don't know what else we can do. But we can't let him get close. He's too close, fam. We need to get him away. We need to get him away. We're never going to get 11th, but 20 waves is so close. Reminds me of this one, like he'll do that first run, and then he'll probably wake up pissed tomorrow and be like, damn, you pricks. And then he'll do another run and he'll get like 900 waves or something. And you got old Butty Boy Rhino down here, like a hungry hippo down here, just waiting to bang. Look at his top wave. 28 wave 50. 176 relics. He's had a rank 5. I don't even know if keys like gets us anything. Actually, how many keys do we have? Oh, we got 2. Yeah, I don't even know if like keys, but we just like, it'll be ideal if we keep earning keys. Because we can't keep hitting PBs and then getting like ruined. And that's all she wrote. You know what? I'm gonna do one more, and it's going against my brain, but we're just gonna do this just in case. Think about 12, 10, 12. My brain says don't do this. And it's not going to pan out well, but just in case. Just in case. 40, ouch. Hopefully we can get some stun locks going on. Get a little bit nervous of getting chipped at this range. Oh, I got a bloody email from Google saying they won't keep doing ad revenue until I verify that I don't know, that I verify I'm not a robot. So I got to send them like photo ID. I'm like, oh, bro. I mean, we're not exactly making millions, but it'll be super choice to get enough to do giveaways. I'd love to do that. You know, whatever revenue, like they said in the update that they were going to talk about creator codes. Like, it'll be so wicked if we get creator code and then people are generous enough to use our creator code, and then we can do giveaways. That'll be the best feeling. Honestly, I've been on my seat this whole stream. on the edge of his seat. I don't reckon we're going to get enough time to drill down the bosses though. But hopefully we can get them in some form of a stun lock. I have had tourneys where it surprised me. They just got so much health. Like, look at the numbers in the health. I'm hoping that at the smaller range, we're going to get a faster travel speed of the boss. Like, hopefully getting, like, a bit more uptime. Like, that's the only benefit about a smaller range. Is like the bosses are just flying in faster. Like, look how long Amp is. Amp just went down then. So all we need is like, so Amp's up. There's another boss. Amp's up again. So it's like it's staying up. You guys know what I mean? That boss seemed a bit slower. Amp stays up. That's the only benefit. But if the boss takes too long to travel, then we get a bit of a dip. I think that's why I've seen some guys like do tourney at a lower range. Like, they're either doing it for inner landmine, like what's his name does it at 60 meters or 40 something meters. Is it Pristine that does the inner landmine build? And he like recommends like 40 to 60 meters just for the coverage of the inner landmines. Bro, imagine if we pulled it off, eh? I can't let you get close. We're doing okay, fam. We're doing okay. Bro, I was like full on buzzing on that first run that we did. I was like, how the hell have we lost all our mana? Oh, we're gonna zerk up. Blink. Bro, their health just climbed out of nowhere, eh? We got that boss. We got that one. Oh yeah, because we zerked up. So we got more damage. So we should be getting them. So it's at 47. Yeah, it's at 8x now. What are we... So we're just missing the demon mode buff. That's when you really wish that you have the auto demon mode and you just let it play out. And wherever it goes is wherever it goes, fam. That boss was a bit slow to spawn. Oh no, get off me. What are you doing, lad? Death Defy. Yes. That's what we're talking about. The Marshmellow Viking. he's a chunky boy. Drill him down, fam. Drill him down. Drill him down. Alright, we need a death defy. We need a death defy. Oh. Come on. Bro, sucked all my shields, you prick. Come on. Yes, boys. Yes. Yes. Yes, it's just what we're talking about. 3Q. Did you see that? Are you buzzing? 3Q. What in the world? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, that was our wings. Oh no, was I too greedy there? Stun him. Stun him. Stun him. There you go. We need that energy shield. Oh, I've got nuke. Have I not even been using nuke? Oh, fam. I've been half asleep, not even using nuke. Gotta use the nuke. So, I mean, it's smaller range, not far off the other ones. But a RNG there, though. How many death defies was that? Oh, 2. We got the pass. Have to get the pass, eh? What's this? Health regen. Good pass. Oh no, am I getting emails? Why? Who the hell from work is emailing me at this time? That's XL Daily's favourite. Getting phone calls from work. Alright, this is it. There's no way we're going to get another 60 waves. I think that's a wrap, fam. And I think wherever we go from here is wherever we go. I was actually super nervous about this tournament, knowing that the cash shop's fully rolled over. So a whole bunch of people will jump positions in that. And the goalpost keeps moving, fam. And the goalpost keeps moving. But I'm super excited about getting a few levels into this Viking. Into the Viking, lads. Oh, we're struggling a bit to push them back. Well, the scatter will help. Oh, look at the health. It's in the D's. In the D. Alright, we're going to get a Viking. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Yes. Oh, even though we're super far off our previous run, what a feeling. What a guy, fam. The Viking Daily. We would have to be so lucky to make our way through this. Oh no, see, look at the Ray. Bro, you can't even get a stun off on and kill him, bro. No way it's gonna charge on us. No way. Bro, we death defied it. Isn't it the best? It's our new favourite toy. But this is gonna be every stream now. Every stream. We're just gonna be like rerunning every single tourney. Just praying for like the mad death defy RNG. Oh no, we gotta nuke him. We gotta nuke him. We gotta nuke him. Had to. Got scared. What about all those other runs? Didn't even click that we had a nuke. I don't know, that other run. I think I'm super happy with that. What's that? A 30 wave PB on one of the hardest battle conditions for me. Like if you're super equipped and you've got a high CF and you can like borb as much of it down, you're absolutely charged for this. Death Defy. Oh, bro. Even with the Death Defy. Okay. We can't let you get close, Boogie. So if Boogie... So we are 100% at 14. We are possibly at 15. And we're possibly 16. If Mr. wants to get close, or he runs and overtakes us, because he technically should have a lot more power than us. Wow, a lot more's, you know, you guys know what I mean. 190 relics, and he's at 100 waves. What's that one? 10% defense absolute. Let's go, lads. What we can do is, do we just roll this? See if we Death Defy. Oh, we Death Defy and a second win. Is that legal? Are we allowed to do that? Do we just... Is that tier 20? No, we're going to go... What? Tier 19? Oh no, 350. That's way too long. We're not doing that. Look at that. Double Death Defy. Triple Death Defy. Oh, double. How do people combat that to get their stuff up? Like you can't even get your ultimate weapons up. Is that what they do? Just spam it like that? Look at that, straight to second win. What the hell? And an overcharge right there. Death Defies. So we're just praying for Death Defies. Is that... Oh, yes. Juicy, lads. And then do we go Demon? Oh, look at that. Have we already beat our PB? We've already beat our PB. I'm pretty sure it's at 30. Oh, we're doing alright. Oh, we're still in demon mode. We've got no other choice but to be doing alright. You better be doing alright if you're in demon mode. What do we go? Protector? Elite? Is that right? Was there like fast ultimate and all sorts of crap in this? Oh, tank. Holy moly. Oh, well, we did alright. Bit of a PB there, bit of RNG with it. But we'll take it. We'll take it. We just got a nuke in case we get like another fleet or something. Something that looks difficult. Oh, don't even know what chipped me. Don't even know what chipped me, lad. Yay, some gems. We'll take it. What's that research? Oh, that's the card. The AoE card. Wow, and there, look at that. 6,000 gems. 6,000 gems cooking. Bro, what is that? Watch it. Watch how spaz this is. Death Defy, Death Defy. 2 Death Defies. And then lose our wings. And a Saboteur. Death Defy, look at that. Oh, what Look at its health. 12N. 12N right off the bat. Buzzy. Alright. Now we need to set ourselves up. Because this old man. Okay, let's like this. Boink, 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 boink. This is what we're running now. And spoiler alert to everybody. We have changed our build. And it's all for the CF speed reduction. Now, I've taken a pretty significant hit in Econ. And the whole goal in farming is to, you know, generate as much coin as possible. I need to remember where my enhancements are at, not that tab. So, all in health, orb size, coin 50. Okay. Okay, we should remember that. So, the whole goal in farming is to 258 Q. Wow. So, the whole goal in farming is to generate as much coin as possible. That's the name of the game. And you're doing whatever you can to optimize. But sometimes taking a step. Why can't I see it? Is that not even how you spell it? Boom, lads. The XL Daily Mastery. So, the whole goal in farming is to generate as much economy as possible. Like, that's the name of the game. We all know that. But sometimes you have to take a step back in order to take a step forward. My son always cracks up when I say weird stuff like that. Like, he's like, damn, that's such a unk saying. But it's true. Sometimes we have to take a step back in order to take a step forward. And I feel like for further progression, to move away from Space Displacer, our best bet was definitely to roll off the GT bonus. It was only mythic anyway, and roll on the CF speed reduction. And what that gives us is that gives us the ability to move away from Space Displacer and incorporate a lot more damage. So that's what we've done. Well, not the incorporate much more damage part, but well, technically yes, because now we're getting 25x damage. So removing ourselves there was too many holes in the build to cover for not having that speed reduction, that we had to use Space Displacer, and it was just the most efficient. It was just the most efficient way to do it. And yeah, so we were earning about 530 trill an hour last run. $480, so 50 trill an hour. So a pretty significant drop, but also an extra couple hundred waves. This will help us go into tier 15. It makes tier 15 quite a bit more viable. But the CC, like, I would love that to be ancestral, and it's kind of like defense percent. That every percent, it's I've seen the charts once upon a time, but let's just say it's heaps. And you want as much CF reduction as possible. Everybody generally knows it, but when you're farming with downtime in between your black hole and your ultimate weapons, you know, you feel it extremely hard when you don't have a lot of CF slow. Now the other thing that I can look at doing, rather than if I'm super unlucky and getting the ancestral roll, is we can take stones and I will automatically get the speed reduction. I'd have to work out what the percentage is. We won't need much, or 4%. Yeah, we'd actually need quite a bit. But we would still be closer. We would also get free chain lightning chance. We would also get free chrono field duration. So like, let's say if this is 10 seconds, if I get the substat efficiency to 10%, that's an extra second. So that's an extra second that we don't have to buy in stones. Like eventually, I think the way my mind thinks about it is, I think about it in a way that we're gonna get everything eventually, but it's the timing in which part of the game that we're going to get it, if that kind of makes sense. Like, and I'm thinking about it from a stone economy point of view. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I'm not just like waffling. But yeah, we've had to take the drop-in coins because I feel like it is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we want this. I think it's probably the smartest move forward. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck with Space Displacer for too long. Not having that speed reduction is it's pretty detrimental to the build. There's other ways around it. Like we could go with stones. We could create a version of perma. But I feel like I would rather wait for tier 16 before we start looking into... Shit, did I put too much? So I found... I'm putting it at 1.7, but I found kind of like 1.8 currently feels a bit better. Yeah, generally speaking, you want to farm whatever nets you the highest coins as possible. But sometimes when switching builds and to make that build shine, you're gonna take a loss in coins. It was like that when I did Space Displacer. But when I did Space Displacer, not Space Displacer, sorry, BHD. So every time I tried BHD Orbless, I was losing coins, so I eventually kept finding the loopholes in the build. Loopholes? I kept finding the weak points in the build, so that I could do the transition. And it took time, it took a few weeks, and then eventually it was more viable to farm with BHD, and that's when I switched. With this one, it's super hard to predict because it's based on substats. And the MVN is pretty well rolled. I was very fortunate. It only cost me about 300,000 or 400,000 rerolls to get all of that, and that's kind of generally what you want. And only having the one slot, we could have waited for 201, but if it rolled on the 201 slot, that means I have to siphon out so many shards from this slot when I need this multiplier as well, and I would eventually have to build it up. I've got a good enough shard economy that it would be faster than the first time round of doing it, but it's just not ideal. It's not ideal. Kind of got lost in my thoughts there. Yeah, so because it's tied to a substat, it was very hard to predict, but there's enough people that have gone down this route that I'm taking ahead of me that I was fairly confident that, yeah, I knew I was going to take a hit of coins. I mean, that's just a given. You've rolled off a GT bonus, of course, but it's not just that. It's also going towards the reversal Devo when you don't have a perma GT is not the most efficient way to do it. That's why to complete the build we need to get perma GT. It kind of defeats the purpose of the hoarding strat with it if you're not permanent GT. So all the mobs that are on the screen that you've hoarded, when you suck them into the black hole and you kill them, you're getting that stack of GT plus, and we're not getting it. And I've neglected it for you know, a long time because we've been trying to get a better stone economy, and we're trying to get keys. And I just know that if we don't try now, the goalpost is moving so fast and so far that bro, we're just never gonna get it. Like, there's no, we're never gonna get auto restart. And for my sanity, I need that. I need that, fam. I need that auto restart. We've got to get it. Did I get all my labs? Is there any masteries that aren't? Super Tower Mastery, Gold Box. That's all the masteries, eh? Just in case. All the Mojis are leveled up. Mojis are leveled up. Okay. But I'm excited about... I've had quite a bit of playing around in tier 15. And I can definitely notice the difference of having the CF reduction. Like, chipping was a really bad problem for my current setup or my previous setup. Whereas the chipping now, it's not really a thing. It's back to it's kind of what I explained in my last progress update, that it's trying to, I'm trying to set my tower up in a way where I'm not concerned about fluff. The fluff that you don't want to worry about. You want to worry about what's the real threat in the tier. Which, typically speaking, the real threat in the tier is kind of like your boss and your rays and your fleets. And eventually it's just going to become fleets. And every tier will have its unique problem. Like, later on there's fast ult. I think that's what Greeny and Crowbar Zero were talking about. That fast ult is like a bit of a concern. I'll muck something up. We've got too much coins. Yeah, but like, I know the next one will be, so tier 15's battle conditions is just crowd control. So like the knockback resistance, armored enemy, you know, yeah, it's a thing. Bosses become a little bit more problem. We got the energy net. This stuff doesn't matter. Orb resistance, you just need more raw damage if you're going the damage route. Like, you know, I'm talking about if you're going the hybrid or damage route. Just need more damage to spread it. You know, if you're at EHP, obviously just more damage reduction slash just more tankiness. More percentage based damage on the boss. Chain lightning plus, all of these sort of things. But it's tier 16. Protector ultimate. Armored enemies, they take 20% now. Plasma cannon does even less damage. But Protector ultimate, that can be a bit of a problem for us. And that's something that we'll get when we get to that tier. But to get to that point, we have to take a step back to go forward. I'm missing something. What am I missing, guys? I've done that. It's got to be enhancements. I know what it is. That looks more like it. So we're running 5 masteries now. Soon to be 4. This is about to be finished. Alrighty. I think that's about us. Is that right? Oh, look, I've already been booted. Who's this guy? Where'd you come from? Oh, he's one of the big guys. Oh, he's not even one of the big guys. He's just a little dormant guy. You punk. Damn it. That's no keys. Hey, look. That's alright, fam. It is what it is. We're doing better. I think we're ranked on tower.lol. I think we were ranked at like 3,500. I'm pretty sure that's what the number said when I looked at it. What's your GT Plus at? I'm thinking about my situation. My GT Plus is at 3 or 2, 3. Oh shit. 4. GT Plus is at 4. So to get perma with MVN, it is more cost effective rather than building this duration up to 65 seconds, which you can do. If you're a baller, you can do. The most cost effective way to do it is to lower death wave by 2 clicks and then raise the duration. So if I put if I get that to 9, so 8 more clicks, that stone investment is more cost effective than raising this to 65. And it'll just lower the entire sync. So like with all the sync strats and that, it's kind of why people say like save a few levels in your GT, what's it called? Golden bot? Just in case. Because I've seen it from one of my guildmates that the stone investment to get that sync, because of how the labs were and all that other stuff, because he couldn't get sync, was just so many stones into death wave. So you start looking at different other routes, but you kind of you just ideally you're not in that situation, but people, you know, people don't know it's a thing, and I bet I never knew it was a thing. I think by the time I knew it was a thing, I'm labbing Golden Bot and all that other carry on. It wasn't in my scope, so I didn't know. And then by the time I knew, I was like, oh, okay. And I was just conscious of it. Okay, I'll save me a few levels so that I invest a certain amount of metals for my sync. And this is kind of where we're at. So it is very similar to what you guys have seen. I've tried with a larger shockwave size, which is very common or popular, but we've got enough source that we don't need to. Now, if we move up into a higher tier, we might increase the shockwave to kind of really feed into that reversal Devo sort of style. But as we progress further in the tier, like in tier 14, we're knocking on 7,000 waves. We can... you're trying to get to the next tier, and it's kind of like the tier you're in, you begin to devo a lot of things to maximize the gains you can get out of the tier. Like how I devo my damage. That's a perfect example. Devo my damage to maximize how much coins I can get out of the tier. When you start a higher tier, you can run a higher shockwave for more crowd control, so you're not getting chipped or anything, and you can just focus down on the enemies that matter. And then as you get higher into the tier, but you're not quite in a position to farm the next tier up, start lowering your shockwave, start minimizing your bounce shots, all these sorts of things that will maximize the coin gain you can get while you wait to move up in the upper tier. So it's this kind of so you'll see it common with a lot of the big dogs when they move into the high tiers. They'll start running things like the range mastery, all this sort of stuff that would lower the coin per hour, but give them the opportunity to farm the higher tier. And then as they get more efficient in that tier, they'll begin to devo off a lot of stuff and tweak the settings where they're not so much trying to just survive to a higher wave. They're maximizing the coins that the coin per hour that they're going to get within that tier. So it should just be this constant manipulation of your workshop as you're progressing through the tiers, and that, if that kind of makes sense. And it's really buzzy that we're at the stage where we're looking at the next tier up, and we haven't really spent much time in tier 14. But for the most part, you guys are well aware that the reason for that is the Black Friday packs that we got that took us to Ultimate Weapon Plus, but also the W in the chat for siblings. So that there pushed us to the edge where we got a lot of the toys that we have got realistically, just from a sheer stone perspective, would have been a few extra months. So kind of where we are now, we've kind of jumped the queue, and we're probably more at the position that we would have been if we're in, like, let's say June, for example. So I would have been farming tier 14, you know, for many more months to come. And we've just kind of skipped that whole period. I think I've set my... Oh, you know what I didn't do? Because I'm a dummy. Ha. You need to make a guild. This is rich content. Well, oh, you need to make a guide. I think... I personally think I wouldn't be good at doing guides, because I feel like I ramble too much. But I think this side of the game is what interests me. That's kind of why I like talking about it. I think that's kind of why I'm super interested in the tower, is the theory crafting. But like, you'll see a lot of players, and it's natural to them to operate or theory craft in this way. Like, it's just like they look at it. It's what do you call it? Like a game of problem solving. Like, they're like looking at it, and it's like, I need to get to the next tier, but I keep getting chipped. Okay, I'll increase my range, and all I need to do is pass a certain threshold. So like me, for example, I was doing 3,000 waves in tier 14. And it's like, 3,000 waves is not enough. I need to be around the 4,000 wave mark. What do I need to do to get to the 4,000 wave mark? Okay, I can try this. This gets me to the 4,000 wave mark, but it lowers my coin per hour. Now, ideally, like I was saying before, you want to be farming for the highest coin per hour, but there's, in these tiers, I feel like, and I mean, I'm kind of future speaking because I'm not farming the rest of the tiers, but I've seen other people talk about it where, like, for example, they go from tier 18 to tier 19, and then they get a little dip in a coin per hour, but they get all the other benefits of tier 19, which is more cells, more rerolls, these sorts of things. Like, their economy is so strong at that point that, of course, they need coins and all the rest, but it's the overall package and the development that they're going to get from that tier. And then they eventually settle in that tier and then start looking to maximize or optimize the farming within the tier, build up the tools that they need for the next tier, which might be XYZ, whatever that looks like, whatever the flavor is, whatever the common tool is. Get that tool, develop that tool, you know, with their newfound power, move up into the next tier, take the hit. Whereas I feel like up until tier 12, it's not really like that. The flow of the tiers is somewhat, there's a few tiers where it might be tool based. Like, you get these tools and it will help you combat it. And like a good example would be, protectors are a pain in the butt, but you start getting some good uptime on your black hole, and it starts making them not so much of a problem. And then you get a perma black hole, and now your next problem that you're dealing with is scatters hugging your wall. So you get that milestone lab that helps you fight scatters. And then rays become your problem. Like, you know, it's the tools are very simple, that they're not too much of a stone investment. Whereas these mid-game tiers, I believe they require more of a stone investment, or more of a thought out stone investment. Now I'm thinking like, or I'm speaking from if you're coming from a min-maxing or theory craft point of view, but it doesn't mean that you can't combat these tiers with a brute force mentality. You can brute force your way through everything. You can just pump your damage up to infinity and shred everything to pieces and have a strong enough CF that it disregards everything that I've just said. You can get a whole bunch of ultimate weapon pluses, everything that'll just brute force your way through it. On the other coin, if you're an EHP based player, you can just brute force your way through it by face tanking everything. You can pick up all the masteries, you can max out your flame bot, you can, you know, you can do all of these things, which is brute force method. But I think like a lot of the players, because the upgrades are so expensive, like let's say for example that Berserk mastery, that's what, a week and a half's worth of stone investment from tourneys. So you've got like a week and a half of thinking about that tool. Or a lot of people will think like a significant amount in the future ahead. They will think something like, I don't know, they might mentally be like, alright, by the 2 month point, I'm going to have this, this, or this. Or I'm going to work towards this. How long is that going to take? 2,500 stones. Like just say it's like, okay, I need Spotlight Plus to get like a good chunk of damage. Well, you probably want to have 4 spotlights by then. Okay, how much is that? Alright, that's about 5 weeks worth for tourney. So now we're over a month. Like, you know, people generally, the tools that they want or need to progress past a certain point, there's a lot of time to think about that tool. Whereas when you're in the earlier game, everything's happening so fast, and the upgrades are, well, in saying that, it's all relative to the position you're in. So if you're in like gold, platinum, what's after platinum, champs, like, you know, you're not earning as much as say in legends or something like that. So it's kind of all relative. But, you know, when we're saying like, some of these upgrades are absolutely expensive. A couple weeks. You know, a couple weeks for this, a couple weeks for that. This one here, oh shit, 4 or 5 weeks to save up for that. Like, some of these upgrades are super expensive, but it's giving you that time to theory craft that tool, if that kind of makes sense. Maybe I'm just rambling a bit. Battle conditions are super. The battle conditions are can make or break a lot of things. Platinum looks crazy now, honestly. Like, some of the tools that I see people have would have been smashing it in champs. When I first started champs, like you didn't need anywhere near that sort of investment to get those sorts of waves that people are getting in platinum at the moment. It's absolutely wild. And I think like the other thing is, like, a lot of the YouTubers have super busted towers, or the progress is quite accelerated. So I think what it also does is people get to a certain point in the game and, you know, they start like, you know, it captivates them like it's captivated all of us. And then it makes them want to, get these things that a lot of the guys on YouTube or especially Discord have. And then people will buy packs, and then it makes that tier super busted. And then now, like, let's say for example, when I was in Champs, everybody had like a juiced up Chain Lightning. I think I reference this quite a bit, max quant, max chance, 1000x damage. And a lot of the guys that were that good notch ahead of me, like in Legends or further down the track, they would say, nah, you don't need any of that. You only need 12% chance, 3 quant, 250 damage or something like that. That's plenty fine when I was there, but the goalpost has moved. It's moved a long way since they were there. So when I was in Champs, there are a lot of tools that people had or had gotten since the guys before me, laid out their path and that. And then I can only imagine now what a lot of the players are rocking in those league brackets. I think that's why it's so important that they release another league. And that's one of the biggest considerations, is that the goalpost has moved so much that the buy-in to these brackets or these leagues is a lot harder, where you're either going to get it by a lot of time and very smart theory crafting in every decision you make, or try to brute force your way through it, whether that be through stone packs or just over investing in a specific tool that can help you gain that edge in that. Like, I'm seeing people in Platinum and that are like full on perma black hole and all of that. Bro, there was like half the people, and when I was in Champs, half the people in Champs didn't even have that. I didn't even have that. Like, it's absolutely wild. And that's a few thousand stones right there, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's a few thousand stones to get, and you need like certain modules, so you need a certain, like, to be playing a certain amount of time because of gems, like, and then there's people that have dropped thousands of stones just into Chain Lightning just to be able to shred stuff down with Dim Core. So it's like, it's all of this, the goalpost has changed, so it would be unrecognizable to me if I was to if I started a new account and went through it again. I'd probably be buzzing out. I'd be like, holy crap, I don't know, like, bro, these guys have got a lot of toys down here. It was so much easier. Make probably no more than 150 stones a week, including missions. Doing my second attempt in Champs right now. Good luck, Rappaport. Give him hell. For real, man. I got a PB 1278 in Plat today, and still only 7th. So, like, look at mine. I'll show you mine. Oh gosh. Look at that. 600. 4th place, 600, 3rd, 5th place. This is somewhere around here Legends got invented. So 200 waves. This is what I mean. And this is 200 waves. You got to remember that tournaments have been nerfed like 3 or 4 times since this time. So it's like, not only was it easier back then, but it was so much easier than it is now. Than like the changes that they've made now. So yeah, absolutely. It's a completely different game. Like, when it comes to tournaments. Completely different game. They have to release a new tier. I'll be extremely disappointed in version 28 if they don't do it. And I'm not just thinking for my sake, because it'll instantly guarantee me keys. I'm talking about the wider community's sake. Everybody down in Platinum needs to be in Champs. Everybody that's in Champs needs to be in Legends. There's a large portion of the player base that are going to be extremely upset soon if they're going to hit a stalemate. Like, Like a lot of the players a while ago, like those many versions ago, they're having auto restart and keys and everything when they're in tier 13. Some in tier 12 hitting auto restart. Bro, I'm seeing people in like tier 15, tier 16 that don't even have auto restart. That's how much the power creep is. You need auto restart at these tiers. And it's, to me, it's unfathomable that there's no access to it. That you're literally locked out of it and you're constantly restarting these runs like you started the game over again back in the lower tiers. It's like rewinding back to where I was a year ago when I first started playing the game. And it's not it's not how I'd like to be playing the game. And it's like, it's kind of like it is what it is and just doing it because there's no other choice and so much invested in it at this point. But it's like, everybody that's getting to these tiers where you need to do shorter runs, and there's a lot of players coming up to this point. There's a whole there's a horde of players that are about to get to this point. They're all going to be locked out of auto restart or no way to get to it if they do not release another tier. They have to release another tier because anybody that's put in that much time and work, they need to get those quality of life features. And it'll be a massive disservice to the community if they don't do something about it. It's one of the biggest complaints I hear from players that started playing when I did, or a few months after me, is the access to the auto restart. You know, locked out of it. Like the guys ahead, like who knows how many stones these guys have? Like this dude here. He might be 30,000 stones ahead of me. You know, it's like, I ain't catching that. I'm never going to catch that. I wouldn't even be able to buy my way through that. That's 10 months worth of stone packs. Maxing them out each month. Like, you know what I mean? You're never going to catch that. XL Daily, 679 in plat, got 8th. Whoa. Whoa, that's brutal. I feel for you about plat. Damn XL, that's rough. And that takes so long. Yeah, bro. I was doing like close to 3,000 waves in champs before I got to legends. I was like, bro, I'm going to headbutt something. I gave up. I just used to turn it on. Just turn it on, leave it, go about my life. Come back when I'm dead. How many did we get here? Oh, 2,900 waves. Oh, these 3-4 hours gone. But yeah, guys, it's super late. What an epic stream. Shout out to the Viking Warlord. We're now running 5 masteries in here. I have put it on 5x. So hopefully that's going to take it to 6 seconds. I'm hoping we can get 1 or 2 levels. I'm hoping 2 levels, so it'll be 90 seconds by the time of the tourney. We should get another level of this, no sweat. So that's 1.3%. Not going to get another level of that. We're going to have another level of this, good for farming, and we should have maxed out demo mode mastery by the next tourney. Super excited. Super excited. We're going to have a little bit more sauce for the next tourney. And then after the tourney's winnings, I'll give you for hanging in there for the stream for so long. I'll give you a little sneak peek what we're going to do. We got 133, 200, so we'll be at 300 stones. I'm going to hold on to those 300 stones. And if we get ultimate weapon down, I'm going to pick up that extra second of CF duration, so we're covered for the ultimate weapon down. If not, we're going to pick up chain lightning chance. Where is it? We'll pick up the chain lightning chance. I need to get this up. Every level's going to make such an impact. I'm super interested how this overnight run's going to go with the Viking funeral. Like, because we get quite a bit of depth defiers. Like, look at the last farming run. 8. What's the one before that? 8. Oh, look, 8. How many 8s? 4. Oh, that's a tier 15. That doesn't count. 17. Look at that. 17 death defies. Bro, we're going to be Viking up a storm. See, this is kind of where we were. So look at that. 6,500 waves. Almost 3.5 Q. 538. And then it's dipped. But yeah. Take a step back to take a step forward. That's the goal. That's the goal. Adjust the build. Start gearing up for the next tier. And you guys can see how the CF slow, even at CF3, is a lot more noticeable. I'm going to step this up to 0.8. That should be enough to tag fleets, which is kind of what I want. Or maybe it was like 0.85. That's enough to tag fleets. If I go much further than that, I'm not killing fast enough, and I'm tanking my coin per hour. So, gentlemen, I'm almost a year since I started. Never bought a pack, sitting just under 6,500 stones earned. Bro, that's great. What do you call it? That's great self-control. I don't know why that took me so long. I'm too sleepy, fam. That's massive self-control. Bonzo, what's good? Couldn't sleep, so watching the Clouded stream. We're just about to sign off. Check it out. If you didn't catch it, we got a new toy generously donated to us from one of the lads. Generously. We got a PB in our tourney. 662. 662. So that's 30 waves up on our previous. All the way. Look at that. All the way here. 629 was the last PB. Super stoked with that. I don't think we're getting keys. These big dogs down here are going to come up to eat soon. We were too focused on Mr. Boogie, but all these other big dogs come in and absolutely smashed on us. But yeah, it was fun anyway. But yeah, super pumped about that. Kind of left it to the lads. What do we get? Everybody kind of said, go for the Viking friend. Also, we did it, fam. We did it. Every time you get a Death Defier, you start fizzing out. Death Defier, yeah! Thank you for the stream. Thank you to Mr. Wong. See you Saturday. Absolutely, bro. I'll see you Saturday. And we'll do this all again. So, gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for keeping chat alive. Thank you for talking to each other. I don't think I say that enough. Thank you guys for talking to each other. It's super cool to see everybody vibing. Thank you for showing support. Thank you for showing love. And if you like what you see, you know the drill, fam. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you can see when the next video is coming out. And as always, keep it cloudy, fam.